From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Tuesday, July 24th, the Democratic candidates for president debate, feed the meter in Newark or pay a higher fine, and DuPont reports second quarter earnings. Here are the details. The Democrats running for the White House fielded more than 2 hours of questions last night submitted to the online video community YouTube. The questions were screened by CNN, which broadcast the debate from South Carolina. The questioners included a minister who sought opinions on gay marriage, a man who has lost 3 relatives to war who wanted to know how soon troops will be brought home from Iraq, and a man brandishing a rifle who wanted to know about gun control. During the debate, Senator Biden said there is a better way to raise revenues than by raising taxes. He'd repeal President Bush's tax cuts, which Biden says only benefit the rich.
First of all, change the tax structure. We are giving people tax breaks who don't need it. The top 1% got an $85 billion a year tax break. It is not needed. My dad used to have an expression, don't tell me what you value, show me your budget. And the budget we have here is we all dance around it. We need more revenue to be able to pay for the things the governor and everybody else talks about. And there's only one way to do it. You either raise taxes or take tax cuts away from people who don't need them. I take them away from people who don't need them.
The candidates differed on the war in Iraq. Ohio Congressman Dennis Kucinich said Democrats have failed the people. New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson said he's the only candidate pledging to remove troops within 6 months, which Biden called unrealistic. Newark is looking at a hike in some fees and fines. WDEL's John Collins reports.
Get out those quarters. An expired meter is going to cost you more in Newark. City Council introduced an ordinance Monday night that would triple the current parking fine from $5 to $15. Assistant City Manager Charlie Zuzag says, along with the parking fines, that late water or electric bill may cost you more too.
We've also recommended some changes in the fines or fees for delinquent payment of electric bills or water bills where we have to turn the service off, and then they have to pay an additional fee to have the service turned back on because we have to send an employee out on overtime. A lot of these fines haven't been changed in years, and some of the fines now don't even cover the cost of labor involved to provide the service that we offer. Council will consider the measure during its August meeting when they'll decide exactly how and when the fee hikes will go into effect. Reporting from Newark, John Collins, 1150 AM, WDEL.
The Secretary-Treasurer of the Delaware Rural Letter Carriers Association has pled guilty to stealing almost $59,000 from his union. Federal prosecutors say 47-year-old Michael Pingatore of Newark ferreted away the funds between 2002 and 2006. He pleaded guilty yesterday to all 6 charges of embezzlement of union funds. He faces up to 5 years in prison for each charge, but will likely serve far less time under federal sentencing guidelines. Congressman Castle wants to make sure political campaigns aren't paying family members. WDEL News continues in a moment.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Did you know that Wilmington College has been preparing students for careers in media arts and technology over the past 7 years? Enjoy hands-on experience and personal attention from instructors drawn straight from the industry. To learn more, visit wilmcol.edu. Wilmington College. Achieve balance, achieve success.
A Philadelphia man is behind bars in Delaware after allegedly using a bogus credit card at Concord Mall. A state trooper found Alexander Hill with a phony ID card from Iowa with Hill's picture and 2 credit cards, all bearing the name Larry Best. Police say Hill used one of the cards to buy almost $900 worth of electronics at Sears. He's charged with identity theft, forgery, theft, and unlawful use of a credit card. The U.S. House has approved an anti-nepotism bill co-written by Congressman Castle, which would make it illegal for federal office holders or candidates to hire their spouses to work on their campaigns and require the names of other immediate family members on campaign payrolls to be made public. Castle cited Sunshine Foundation figures showing at least 19 House members' spouses were paid more than $636,000 during last year's election season. Chemical giant DuPont is reporting second quarter earnings similar to year-ago results. International sales growth and higher local selling prices helped offset the impact of continuing weakness in the housing and automotive markets, and DuPont reaffirmed its outlook for the full year. Net income slipped to $972 million from $975 million a year ago. Earnings per share were flat at $1.04. Sales grew 6% to $7.88 billion. Sales were helped by higher local prices, the weak dollar, international volume growth, and higher pharmaceutical income. The Blue Rocks fall in an avalanche. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
Oh,
Is everything okay, ma'am?
not really. I need to ride DART tomorrow to get to work, and I forgot to buy my DART card. I guess I'll have to find a ride.
Well, you certainly come to the right place. Didn't you know that Acme now sells DART cards and paratransit multi-trip cards?
No, where?
They're available at our customer service desk.
Getting you there now starts at your 12 Delaware neighborhood Acme markets. DART and Acme have joined in partnership to be your one-stop shopping place for both groceries and DART cards. It's now easier and more convenient than ever to pick up your DART cards with Acme.
I'm Peter MacArthur. I'm Melanie Armstrong, and here are Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour.
The most complete coverage of the news that matters in Delaware. Every weekday morning, 5:30 till 9 on 1150 AM WDEL.
In WDEL Sports, the Blue Rocks saw their 4-game winning streak come to an end with a 6-4 loss in Salem last night. Starting pitcher Dan Cortez fell to 2-8 on the season. He gave up 6 runs in 4 innings, including a grand slam in the third. Game 2 of the series is tonight in Salem. Coming off a 4-3 West Coast swing, which kept them 5 games behind the first-place New York Mets, the Phillies were off yesterday. They'll start a 6-game homestand tonight against Washington. Coverage on 1150 AM WDEL begins at 6:30. In other Phillies news, Ryan Howard has won the National League Player of the Week award. Howard led the NL last week with a .500 batting average, 5 home runs, and 13 RBIs. And the Delaware Smash were winners last night, 23-14 over the Boston Lobsters. The Smash are now in 3rd place in the Eastern Conference at 6-6, 1 game behind the New York Buzz and a half game behind the Philadelphia Freedoms. The 2 top teams in the conference make the playoffs, and the Smash have to beat the Buzz on Wednesday to have any chance of doing so. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: sun and clouds mixed through today, a high 83. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 65. And tomorrow, partly sunny. We could see a shower or thunderstorm and a high of 86. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM WDEL or anytime right here at WDEL.com. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.